Welcome back to Studenomics TV. Today we're talking about 10 radical ideas to get the most out of the 20s. Trevor, my co-host.
That's me.
Are you ready for the 20s?
I am ready.
Let's get ready.
It'll be the roaring 20s.
Not the snoring 20s, eh?
No, definitely not.
You'll be snoring.
No, that definitely not be.
So let's get right into it. So 10 radical ideas to get the most out of the 20s. Number 1, focused work first thing in the morning. So these tips will be for us and for you, because that's why we do this videos, so we do these videos so that we can hold ourselves accountable. English is my second language.
Is it? There we go.
So number 1, focus work first thing in the morning. So this is something I'm going to be working on. It's a work in progress. It's not easy, but first thing when you wake up, no social media, no loitering, no texting, nothing. Just use the alarm on your phone. Press the alarm. Wake up and at least get 20 to 25 minutes of focused work. Whether that be writing or get a quick workout in or something for yourself.
So
Start
if
the
I
day
work
off.
at 8 a.m. every day, are you telling me to do 20 minutes of work before work?
Or anything for yourself, yeah. Could be a quick workout. Could be you write down some notes, read a little bit, anything for yourself. Because it's so easy. It doesn't matter what time you work. It's so easy to wake up and just scroll through social media and loiter. Next thing you know, you're rushing out the door because you just spent all this time loitering.
Or what about sleeping into the last minute? Do you think that's a bad habit?
That's obviously a bad habit. I mean, I'm not against sleep. You should obviously sleep, but just make sure that the first 20 minutes of your day are for yourself. So try to. It's only 20 minutes. It's not going to make or break your sleep schedule. Try to go to sleep 20 minutes earlier. But this is what I'm working on. I'm trying to get in like 20 minutes early of work done. So once that sets the pace for the rest of the day. Because you don't want the first thing to be something about Donald Trump or or like some celebrity gossip. That should not be the first thing you think about.
Probably not, no.
Number 2, let's get going.
Stop making such weak excuses all the time. That's something I'm trying to get better at.
Yeah,
now,
you have some weak excuses.
Yeah, and it frustrates me too when other people give me weak excuses, being like, oh, I was tired, or, like, I get that people are busy, but when you're constantly hearing, like, oh, I've been so busy, and it's like, yeah, you're busy, but do you want to accomplish something or not? Because you could waste your whole life being busy.
Yeah, you could be busy and never get anything done. And it's the worst when you try to make plans with someone,
Yeah.
and they use that as an opportunity to talk about how important they are. It's like, I would love to hang out with you, but
I've got this or that.
It's like, shut up.
Or like
Yes or no.
you made plans and they're like, I'm not really feeling tonight. That's kind of weak,
Yeah.
If they're your friend, like it's maybe like if you worked your butt off all day and you're exhausted, okay, fine. But try not to give such lousy excuses. At least have a legit excuse.
Yeah, exactly. And number 3, more handwritten notes. So one thing I've been working on, an easy way to stick out is to give people handwritten notes. So like when I go to a birthday party, I always try to go to the store before, like the grocery store, whatever. I try to stop and buy a card for their birthday, and I write a little note in it and I give it to them. And like most people are like, what's this?
Yeah.
I gave a guy a card on Friday and he hasn't received a card. He said in decades. I just want like a little quick funny note, and he's just like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And sometimes even if you're at the coffee shop and you get like a piece of paper, you can leave a note for a friend. You can mail that in, or even get their address, or even hand deliver it. Because there's not enough people. I'm stumbling my words, but there's not enough notes.
Yeah, people appreciate it. Especially like a printed letter in the mail. Holy, that stands out.
One year I sent everybody I know Christmas cards, and they're like, whoa, this is interesting.
Exactly.
What's your number? Let's go number 4.
So number 4, stop procrastinating so much. See, it's very easy, we all do it, to leave things to the last moment. But I find that my quality of work actually goes up when I don't leave it to the last minute.
That's how I got through college. I was so bad.
But everybody does that.
So it's the worst.
But it's something actually...
In real life, it sucks.
Because if you actually get whatever it is done a couple of days in advance, you can look at it over and over.
Revise it.
Yeah,
yes.
revise it and go, oh, you know what, actually I could do this better. I've been trying to do that with like videos and stuff too. Like for my own brand. Rather than just finishing it and launching it, get it done a couple of days ahead of plan, and I can rewatch it and look at it and go, oh, you know what? Good thing I've left myself time. I can work on it more.
Number 5, launch more. So we live in this world right now where everyone's got like 20 motivational memes. I got distracted by a motivational book. Everyone's got like 20 motivational memes at their fingertips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every day I see people sharing non-stop memes and talking about how passionate they are.
And then those posts get no likes.
And who cares? Like, why even post that? Like, launch more. Get into the habit of shipping, launching. And it's scary because when you launch something, it's usually will fail. So then most people are afraid of failing. Most people are afraid of putting out content. I know people that are afraid of posting on Instagram because they don't think it's going to get enough likes. Like,
you gotta build yourself up.
think about that though. Who cares if it doesn't get enough likes? Like, I mean, obviously, we all care a little bit. Like,
learn from it.
Yeah.
Decide what could have done. You could have done.
At least try. At least post and be like, "Oh, I didn't get any likes. I wonder why," and then work on it.
Plus, with social media, like the posts get forgotten the next day, so it's
Yeah.
okay. You can repost the same thing a month later. Nobody will remember.
And this is important for me. I was in 2015. I launched 4 books. I haven't launched any since. I got poor at launching and shipping. You have to ship just to get feedback in the market at some point. You have to know whether this is good or bad, and you have to get the answer whether you like it or not.
Number 6, stop giving promises you can't keep or don't even intend on keeping. It's very easy to do this, and I'm guilty of it. And it frustrates me when I run into people who do it too, where they say, "Oh yeah, I'll have it done at this time or tonight," and then just not doing that. And a lot of people do it. I run into it all the time, and then it's like, that's what it comes back to my last point about making weak excuses. It's like, "Oh yeah, you said you were gonna do it tonight." "Oh yeah, I know, but I was tired." Like, please, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. It's that simple.
I agree with that, and there's nothing as an entrepreneur and content creator. There's nothing more frustrating than when someone says they're going to do something and they don't do it. Like I'll ask someone for graphics or I'll pay for some services and it doesn't get done, and that is the worst thing in the world. And there's so many options now that you'll just get left behind.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you're working for somebody, they don't want to hear excuses. They just want the product.
And you could just lose your job too. You can lose your contracts, and
it's just a bad habit.
I've done this before. I was supposed to finish an article, I didn't.
Yeah.
I said I would, I didn't, and then I didn't have Wi-Fi the next day, and that person got kind of like screwed over it. It was like, it was like.
Yeah, people are depending on you.
And it was my bad, and if people are depending on you, you better get that work done. It doesn't matter how trivial or unimportant you think it is. They want it done.
Yeah, and even if you're not being paid, like I do volunteer work, and it's still like if you say you're gonna do something, you should just do it. Even if you're just a volunteer, it still looks bad on you when you're like, "Yeah, I'll do that," and then you just don't. And then you use excuse, I'm a volunteer, I've got other things to do.
So that's
well, don't say you're gonna do it because it just looks bad. You should try to care about your reputation.
And I mean. This is, I don't know how to say this nicely, but if you volunteer to do something, that's on you. That either means that you weren't good enough to get paid, or you're trying to build your portfolio. Whether you like it or not, you accepted this position.
Or some places like soup kitchens, churches, and museums don't pay anybody.
It's a bit more altruistic. We're saying if you're trying to build your portfolio, you're like, "Yeah, I'll get you, I'll do a video for you, or I'll wrestle, or I'll do this for you."
Yeah.
Treat it like a real job, because then why would they hire you if you suck?
Yeah, and to say, you're not paying me, so why should I be dependable?
Well, you signed up for this.
And how you do one thing is how you do everything.
I've had people volunteer to help me in my blog, and I'm like, well, look, you're volunteering. I didn't ask you. You obviously want to get something out of me. You want to see how I grow a business, but you have to take this seriously, or else you can't be. Yeah. Like, if you don't take your internship seriously, why would they hire you?
Exactly.
Number 7 is kind of corny, but to get the most out of the next decade, it's good to give back. And no one's saying you gotta go move to Africa and build houses on the weekends, or no one's saying you gotta start a charity or non-for-profit.
I mean, those are cool ideas.
I'm saying you should try to do those things.
Small things too.
Yes, but you can give back at the smallest level. Even giving to your favorite charity, giving a couple dollars, or even giving some time, or just trying to be more helpful. Because we're doing this video to try to promote, but it's also I want to give back too. We want to help people out. And a lot of people now, they just want everything to be about them. People are very selfish,
Or if you want your friends to support your freelance business or whatever, you should go out of your way to support theirs.
Give back at any level that you can. If you don't have any money, give your time. If you don't have any time, give some money. Give a couple of dollars. Help somebody out. Do something good for somebody that can't repay you. Like buy the coffee for the person behind you in line at the drive-thru. Try to give back more, because this is I don't mean to get too spiritual and all this stuff, but what you put out to the world, you get back. And I truly believe that when you're having a rough time, that's the best time to give back and help somebody out, or help somebody at the gym. Teach them some techniques, or just to give back.
Exactly. So point number 8, try keeping track of what you eat. Now, I don't mean exactly counting calories. I mean, you could count calories if that's what you want to do, but just think more often about like what are you putting in your body every day. Are you living off junk food?
Yeah.
The past week I've started keeping track of my protein intake.
Well, yeah.
And it's making me feel better.
Give us a flex.
No, that's not ready.
Give us a...
I'm working on it, but thanks. But you know what? Just keep track of what you're putting in your body, and like I'm trying to gain weight, so now I'm trying to put more protein in my system. And it just feels good to actually think about what you're doing. If you're trying to lose weight, think about how much McDonald's are you eating every day.
Or even, so I use the paparazzi plan. I take pictures of my meals.
There you go.
That's true. So like people are like, I took a picture of my meal one time. And this guy's like, "Oh, that's so embarrassing." It's like, "Well, yeah, whatever. I guess to you it's embarrassing. For me, it's how I hold myself accountable. I post all my meals online.
Yeah.
Just to see what I'm doing, and then I'll look back sometimes. I'll be like, I look pretty good in that one photo in February. What was I doing? I'll have photos, and you'll know what you're eating and what you're doing differently. Do
you post, like if you ate a whole pizza yourself, would you post that picture?
I do. I mean, you got to be honest, transparency.
Yeah, exactly. Don't just pick and choose. Only only salads.
Here's a picture of the one can of tuna I had with my 8 slices of pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 9, take risks. To get the most out of the next decade, it's time you finally took some risks. And I'm not talking about sharing a meme about risks. Travel alone. Start that business. Approach that cute girl, cute guy. Say hello, Talk to strangers. Go to events alone. Take more risks. And people always ask me, they're like, "Oh, what if it doesn't work out? What if it does? And what if it doesn't? Who cares?" I've approached people, I've said hello, and they're not interested. That's cool. But more often than not, if you want to say hi to someone or do something that's scary, it ends up working out in your favor. It ends up being the best thing you could have done. Like traveling alone, I've always been nervous about, but every time I go on a trip, I'm like, wow, this is worth doing.
Yeah. For the final point, this actually ties into what you were just saying.
Yeah.
Try going somewhere that you would not normally consider. Maybe a place that doesn't seem like it's your scene. Maybe try something different. I don't know, go to the library for once. Is there any pretty girls there?
Yeah,
sometimes. There could be.
Just kidding.
Yeah, you know what? Because you may find, you might meet some people or you'll learn something that you normally wouldn't because you avoid those kinds of places. Or, try buying your coffee from a local business instead of Tim Hortons or Starbucks all the time. I know maybe it's more convenient to pick something that's next door, but maybe try going somewhere that's a little bit inconvenient because then you're experiencing something different. You're visiting a different venue. You're supporting somebody who actually appreciates your business. Yeah.
Wow, that was actually a good point, my friend.
Wow. You know a thing or two about coffee.
We're getting along here. And so those are 10 things that you should try in the 20s. Leave us a comment, like this post, share this, and then tell us which one you're going to do or which 2, 3, and let us know, and let's get a conversation going. Thank you and good luck in the 20s.